Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little discussion and review, I guess you would say, of Nintendo Direct's E3 presentation. There's a lot of cool announcements that I actually did enjoy overall during Nintendo's E3, and I kind of want to, showcase at least my quick thoughts after processing everything, and maybe a deeper explanation on everything. I mean, obviously, we started with Smash and the reveal of Kazuya Mishima from Tekken, which was definitely a cool inclusion for me. I mean, I grew up playing Tekken. Technically, it's my first fighting game. I played that with my cousins. I always picked Jin, so it was a little sad to not see him in, and that they did, Kazuya instead. But he's like the Goku. He's the Vegeta to Jin's Goku, if you know what I mean. I'm definitely, a little bit disappointed that it wasn't Sora, but in the end, I mean, like I said in my other video, Sakurai looks like he did put a lot of work into him. He has tons of combos and everything, so this character is going to be really good. I mean, even though it's not Sora, I know Kazuya is going to be a lot of fun to use. Hopefully Sora's next, but I guess we'll see. Up next, we got the confirmation that Life is Strange and Life is Strange Through Colors is coming to the Switch. Now, this was something that I did mention in my reaction to the E3 presentation. I'm pretty surprised that it's coming. Like, I thought from like the little cute animation they did at the beginning, it was going to be like scaled down for the Switch, but no, it looks like they're just going to port everything. I was thinking they were going to reveal maybe the Switch Pro, but no, I think the Switch can handle it. But I'm definitely excited. Definitely going to play them on the channel, and it's definitely a game you can sit down and binge. So really excited that's actually coming in. If anything, that's actually my favorite announcement. I'd say it's Life is Strange, Kazuya, and then maybe Zelda. But I'll get into Zelda later. We also got the confirmation that Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to the Switch, so heck, maybe I'll play it here on the Switch, because man, that game looks really fun, and the fact that it's on Switch is crazy. Let's see. Another one that really excited me was the new Mario Party. Apparently, this is a remake of the original, so hopefully people are more happy about this one. I mean, my favorite Mario Party, I haven't played all of them, but my favorite one that I played was Mario Party 8. I think after 8 they kind of lost their footing and kind of they tried new things, but it really wasn't working. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of it. But luckily Superstars brings the series back. Speaking of bringing a series back, we got the new reveal for Metroid Dread. Right, it looks like it's a brand new game in the style of Samus Returns. Maybe it feels like a little more horror based because they had that giant robot chasing Samus and everything. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that on the channel because it looks super exciting. I mean, a lot of these games look beautiful, and I can't believe that we're getting a new Samus game, a new Metroid game, and hopefully this will lead to Metroid Prime 4. But the Switch is definitely going to start filling up. I mean, there's big games for big parties and even third parties that surprise me. I mean, for example, Kakarot on Switch. It's definitely super exciting because I mean I've been meaning to play that game, and the fact that I can now play it on Switch is just as good. I mean, open world games always excite me, so I kind of want to give them a try, especially on the Switch when you can play it on the go. I mean, speaking of that, even the Monster Hunter game. The stories, I think it is, Monster Hunter Stories, kind of interests me. I don't know if I'm going to play it right away, but that's another one that I have my eye on. I mean, not only are they bringing, these big third parties, they're kind of like I said, remaking old classics, or not really remaking, they're just making new what do you call them? New installments in the series. I mean, we're getting a new WarioWare, which I know those games are fun, so I might even try the new WarioWare, get it together whenever I can. But I mean, those are like technically first parties, but I'd say more second parties. Would you consider maybe Shin Megami Tensei a first party? It's exclusively for the Switch. It's like our version of Persona, but I don't know if like this series has been in other systems before. I mean, if they're bringing, a series to the Switch, then they might as well kind of like make it exclusive, right? Another interesting game that interested me was Fatal Frame. I did play a little bit on the original. When the original came out, I played a demo on the Wii U, and obviously I know the character from Smash when I used her in the assist trophy. But regarding that game, it's definitely a cool horror game. Might get it on the Switch. Maybe it'll release during Halloween. But I mean, those are pretty much like those are definitely third-party games. But I mean, first party games, obviously, you know, we got confirmation of Skyward Sword. I might even play that game on the channel as well, the HD version, because I mean, I never really finished Skyward Sword, so I'll definitely be happy to finish it on the channel, but I definitely have to finish Breath of the Wild first. You know, not only to play Breath of the Wild 2, or heck, maybe even I have to finish, you know, that for the DLC for Age of Calamity. Don't know if they're going to tie anything into those games. I mean, I know I did finish Age of Calamity. You guys can check out my playthrough on the channel. I didn't do the last episode, but maybe I'll include it when I start the DLC, because it looks like you can do lots of stuff, you know, play as the Guardian, new weapons, Zelda riding the motorcycle, the Master Cycle. That's super interesting. Heck, and now that I think about it, will I even have time to do the Age of what's it called, the Breath of the Wild DLC? If anything, I'll play the Age of Calamity DLC first, and then maybe a little bit more. You know what? I'll do this. Once they announce the release date for Breath of the Wild 2, I'll do a road to Breath of the Wild 2, and I'll play the Champions Ballad DLC. You know, how about that? That way I'm not, you know, completely Zelda on the channel, and I can focus on the other two games, you know, regarding Skyward Sword HD and Hyrule Warriors. Now, obviously, speaking of Zelda, we obviously got the confirmation, or at least confirmation that the game is coming out next year. But we finally got another closer look at Breath of the Wild, and man, it's looking beautiful. It wasn't my top pick for like announcements, because obviously we knew we had to have something. We were kind of expecting it, so it wasn't a surprise. I think big announcements for me are like surprises. Like, you know, you saw my reaction to you know, Life is Strange. I'm super happy it actually did come to Switch. And Kazuya was definitely unexpected. Not as unexpected as Sephiroth, but still. For Zelda, I was hoping for a trailer with dialogue, right? Kind of like the original. Even the original had just a little bit of dialogue. You know, you had Impa talking, you had the Great Deku Tree kind of explaining what's going on. But this is really just, I'm still confused. I'm like, why the heck is Hyrule, you know, half floating, right? You know, I'm thinking, you know, I don't want to get too much into it. I'm going to make a Zelda breakdown in the next video, I think. But man, I have all these questions. I'm still super excited. It looks really cool. Link looks very unique. But again, I'm going to save all my in-depth thoughts for my next video, so keep an eye out on that. But I mean, man, what else can I say? I mean, I was definitely hoping for some other news regarding other games. I mean, man, Bayonetta 3, I was definitely hoping we would see something on it, even just another small teaser, but not even that. I mean, I was hoping for something platinum, like heck, even Astral Chain 2, right? I mean, for me, I would have preferred maybe Akira as the next DLC fighter in Smash. I feel like that would have been okay. Like, if I don't get Sora, give me Akira. Like, okay, if they pull another Byleth situation and they end the DLC on a Nintendo rep, yo, please let it be Akira. Astral Chain is such a good game, and if you guys haven't tried it already, definitely give it a try. I mean, I'm going to definitely play it on the channel sometime this year. But don't quote me on that. Maybe next year, but who knows? This is such a good game. So much style, music is amazing. The characters are fun. You know, the combat is great. So I did make it for an interesting Nintendo rep. You know, Nintendo character. And the music. Oh man, the music in Smash, it'd be crazy. I mean, I don't know, what would the stage be? Probably one of the cities, right? Unless they make like the tower in the end. You know, the HQ. I don't know. Anyways, those are pretty much my quick thoughts on it. I don't want to dwell on this too much. I've already been talking for almost 10 minutes. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. But hey, if there's anything else, I'll definitely add it. So let me go ahead and let me check my list here. Something else I saw on Twitter, though, people were also hoping for a Mario Kart 9. Do you think we should get a Mario Kart 9? I mean, technically, it's been a long time since a new Mario Kart, I guess you would say. I guess you forget, because not only did we get Mario Kart 8 plus, I think, a little bit of DLC, we got the Deluxe Edition. And to me, I mean, I personally haven't played Mario Kart in a long time, and I usually only play Mario Kart either if I'm on a long trip, and if if I'm playing with someone else, like friends come over, friends come over, or there's a party going on, maybe my siblings, or heck, even in that car ride. So Mario Kart, to me, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still feels like a good game. Like, again, maybe I just haven't played it enough, right? But I don't think I wouldn't want Mario Kart 9, at least not yet. Like, you know, just if they could give us DLC, I don't know if that would work because they've already made a deluxe version. But like I keep saying, why do we have Captain Falcon's car but not Captain Falcon? And we have Link in the game, you know, Isabelle and all these other characters. Wait, Isabelle's in the game? Or was it? No, it was just a villager. I don't know, but you know what I mean. We got Inkling. Like, come on, dude. Like, give us DLC, new tracks. I mean, what are you gonna do for Mario Kart 9? What's next? Like a full flying game like Sonic Team Racing or Sonic Transformed? Like, you already have Zero Gravity. You already have paragliders. Like, just add DLC. But anyways, that's just me ranting about, you know, Mario Kart. I don't think we need a Mario Kart 9. 8 just save Mario Kart 9 for the next system, for the Nintendo Switch, whatever comes after the Pro, you know, like something Nintendo whatever, like not a Switch. Like, keep Mario Kart until like the next generation, right? When Nintendo makes like I don't know, would a Switch Pro be a good excuse because it's still like most likely labeled as the Switch? I don't know. I shouldn't say that because we're already getting Splatoon 3, right? And that technically qualifies as a sequel to a series. You know what? I don't know. I'm just ranting right now. You know what? I was also expecting some news for Sonic. I mean, I don't think they were gonna reintroduce Sonic Colors and talk about that briefly. I don't think they did, not even in their highlights. But I was hoping that maybe a little bit more on the next Sonic game, but maybe just Sega's doing that by themselves. So yeah, I mean, I was definitely hoping for a little bit of Sonic, but no, you know, nothing. So I think that's gonna be sometime later this year on a different, you know, maybe Tokyo Game Show, something, I don't know. But yo, Sonic, where you at? But yeah, I really think that, you know, PlayStation lucked out. Like, there's a lot of cool PlayStation games I'm interested in. I mean, you know, not counting, you know, Kana, that A Bridge of Spirits, that looks literally like a Disney movie. There's, you know, Horizon. There's that Avatar game. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come to PlayStation. You know, stuff like that, where I'm pretty sure, you know, that would have taken the spotlight a little bit off Nintendo. But no, I'm glad, you know, that specifically Nintendo was on top. I mean, other games they could have announced, I mean, they didn't even show anything for Splatoon 3. They didn't even talk about Pokemon, right? You know, they didn't mention anything for Pokemon remakes, for Arceus, because I'm really excited for the Pokemon remake. Like I said before, Diamond was my original season region for Pokemon, so I'm super excited to come back to the Sinnoh region. If the game's exactly 1-to-1, you know, perfect, whatever, I'm still gonna play it. And then once Arceus comes out, definitely gonna play that. It says early 2020, right? If I'm not mistaken, early 2022. So maybe that's gonna be the early game, and then Breath of the Wild will come out sometime later. But I mean, they talked about that. They didn't mention anything for Xenoblade. I heard somebody were saying there was a new Monolith Soft announcement. So who knows if we'll get anything on Xenoblade 3. What am I saying? Oh no, yeah, Xenoblade 3. I'm thinking of something else of Dragon Ball. Xenoverse 3. But no, Xenoblade 3. I think it'd be pretty fun, right? I mean, I haven't played really the first two. I was hoping to get the definitive edition for the first one and then play Xenoblade 2, but like I keep saying, I don't have enough space on my Switch. I was hoping that they would announce something on the Switch Pro, but heck, I'm still trying to find a PlayStation 5. So, what do you think? How lucky am I going to be getting that and a Switch Pro? But I mean, you know, at least there's a lot of upcoming games later in the year, so I can definitely focus on them later. I think the only one that is coming soon, obviously, I don't know if like Kazuya is gonna get revealed early, right? Maybe later this year he's gonna get released later this month, right? Because the presentation is on the 28th, so maybe we'll get him next month. But what's new next month? Honestly, you know, not only are there some PlayStation games that if I get my hands on a PS5, I'll definitely play right away. You know, Ratchet and Clank, Persona. I want to play Persona, but no, Final Fantasy. Let me see for Nintendo. honestly, just the Great Ace Attorney. I want to try that game out because I loved. I haven't played any of the Ace Attorney games, okay, but I did play Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, and this one was made on the DS, right? This is a upscaled version of a DS game with the same gameplay style as the Phoenix Wright sections of that game of Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, and I loved the Phoenix Wright sections more than the Professor Wright. I was like, yo, let me do this puzzle and get out of here. Let me go back to the courthouse and try to like defend myself. And this game looks like it's a full version of just that. So I'm definitely excited to get into this. And I guess it's a good way to get into the series because technically this is a prequel, right? So I can maybe later on buy like the Ace Attorney collection on the Switch, or I'll be ready for maybe a potential new Phoenix Wright game on the Switch in the future. So who knows? I was hoping we would get the Story So Far collection announced on the Switch, right? And then that would tie into Sora. But no, it looks like we still don't have any luck. Don't know if it'll ever come to the Switch. I mean, like I said, if I do get a PS5, I'll most likely get it there anyways. There's a lot of stuff that I guess right now I'm hoping it comes to the Switch just because I don't have my own PlayStation. Right now I'm borrowing my brother's PlayStation so I can play some of these games. Like currently I'm playing Resident Evil and Star Wars, and there's a few more I said I wanted to try, but I don't want to start anything else until I can actually have my own system, because I feel bad. I have his PlayStation just here collecting dust, because I mean, yes and no. I mean, I haven't played it since that last episode of Resident Evil, and this whole week has just been trailer reactions, but I want to definitely get that done, get a PS5, start Ratchet and Clank. Well, but that's the thing. I need to finish these games before I start anything else. I mean, and here I am thinking I want to start Final Fantasy. Like, that game's way too big. So, I mean, a great E3 overall. There's definitely a lot of big announcements that excited us. I think it's overall, not only was it a good E3 by itself, but a good Nintendo Direct by itself, but it literally saved E3. I mean, I personally am okay with how E3 was. Like, I don't care if Nintendo would have saved it or not. Like, I just cared pretty much about Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's not lucky that PlayStation wasn't here, because that would have been Nintendo, PlayStation. I mean, heck, I'm a little bit, surprised that Square Enix didn't do better. But, like, I think Nintendo overtook Square Enix because bringing those games to the Switch, it's crazy. So, I mean, heck, if you're interested in those games, definitely make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely be playing most of these games if I can. But hey, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else that I upload. And until next time, bye!